Super Retro Force.
Hi, what's up everyone? Back, can finally speak a little bit without it hurting too much, because I've been sick for the last little bit, but we have a new pickups video, and this is a pretty big haul of stuff, just because of, Black Friday sales that are happening at the time, so I decided to pick up a few things. There was a couple of stuff I ordered that finally came in, and I'm very excited to show off what I got here. And I'm finally glad to have some of these in my possession here. But I'm going to show you what I got, but before we begin this, what did you guys get? I'd love to hear what you guys have to say, so, leave your feedback in the comments below. And let's begin. We'll start with this. Now this I actually did a review for on the channel already, so you'll see a link up here for it, and also in the description as well. But I wanted a physical copy of it for myself, and that is Ys 10 Nordics. Now, the PS5 version I've heard is actually pretty good. I played it on PC, but I want to own physical copies of my games, so I'm glad to finally have this in the collection. I didn't go with the special edition because I thought it looked cool, but I think the game is just enough for me. But I'm glad I have this, and in one of my previous videos I did get the soundtrack as well, so that's nice. I have at least that complete, and it's another wonderful thing to have. Now this one here, I ordered this and I completely forgot I ordered it, so it was kind of a surprise, but I remember playing the demo for this and I thought it looked really dumb, but it looked adorable and funny. So that's what led me to get this. Gory, cuddly carnage. In it you play as this cat here. Plays this cat here who has a hoverboard that talks, and you're basically taking out these unicorns. It's very colorful. It's got a kind of a gritty look, but it's colorful, and I think it's actually pretty fun. And I've enjoyed what I've tried of it, and I can't wait to play more. And it wasn't that expensive either. So there is that. Now this one here, I actually did one stream of it with my friend Godo, which again, you'll see a link for it up here, and we are going to continue this playthrough soon. We just have to figure out the times to meet up again, but I saw this and I was intrigued with it, and I needed to get my hands on it. This is Slitterhead, the Day 1 edition. Now what makes this a Day 1 edition? Besides the game itself, as you can see here, you also get the box itself, an art book, and a soundtrack, which is done by Akira Yamaoka, who worked on Silent Hill. And I believe the creative director for this game is from the original Silent Hill as well. So that alone had my intrigue, and I wanted to support this. The little bit I've tried, it is interesting. It's not perfect, but with what I've tried of it, it does look like fun, and I can't wait to see where more of it goes. So stay tuned for more of our playthrough of Slitterhead coming up. Now these two were to kick off the, the pre-Black Friday stuff, and these were two games I've been wanting for a while. The first one here is one I wanted. It came out earlier in the year, and I knew it as Project Eve. I didn't buy it at launch because I didn't have the money at the time for it. But it finally went on sale, and I said I would get it. And that is Stellar Blade. Now again, I knew this as Project Eve, and I was glad to see, Sony pick this up and publish this thing. This game, I can't wait to get to. I played the demo multiple times and I loved it, and I want to see what else this has to offer. Now I did hear there is potentially a PC version of this coming out in 2025, so I'm remaining a bit hesitant on it, but I would like to try it on PC as well at some point. But this is something I'm glad to have, and I finally got it. Thank you for an excellent game, and I still think this should be a contender for Game of the Year at the Game Awards. Tell me I'm wrong. And then the other one here is also something I've been eyeing. I've been seeing footage of it and the reviews look pretty good. Rise of the Ronin. This is from Team Ninja and Koei Tecmo. Now, I have played a bunch of these kind of style of games from Team Ninja. Like, I've played a bit of Wolong, Nioh 2, I really liked, and Ronin, the idea of samurai and a samurai with a gun, it sounded interesting to me. I do want to see where this goes. Now, I've only installed it and just to make sure the disc works and everything, so I can't say much on it right now, but I'm very happy I got this. And I can't wait to try this, but Stellar Blade for me comes first, because that was the one I really wanted to play, but I'm very excited to try Rise of the Ronin when I get to it. Now, this one I got. It's also on Game Pass as well, but I wanted to get a physical copy of it to support the developers who are basically going through hell right now where they are, but through those turbulent times, they managed to release this. It may not be perfect, but they've been working on it, and I wanted to show my support. And that is Stalker 2: Heart of Chernobyl. I did play the original Stalker on PC. I haven't played Call of Pripyat yet, which I've heard is actually probably the best one, but I did play Shadow of Chernobyl and Clear Sky, and those were good. But I have this, I'm glad I have it, and I do wish the best for the team, and I hope, all is well with that. But I'm glad to finally have a copy of Stalker 2: Heart of Chernobyl. Nice. So, this one, speaking of Silent Hill, this actually came out last month, and I saw it, and I said I would get it at some point. And that's the Silent Hill 2 remake. Now, I did play the original Silent Hill 2, not on the PlayStation 2. I played it on PC because I didn't have a PS2 at the time, and my exposure to it was actually pretty good. I enjoyed Silent Hill 2. So, Bloober, I want to see what Bloober has what they bring to the table, basically, with this. I do like The Medium. The Medium is actually one of my favorite games for the Xbox Series console. So I want to see what they do with this. And, reception has been good for Silent Hill 2. And I kind of wish we had a Silent Hill 1 remake, because I feel like that needs it more. But with the reception this got and what I've been hearing of it, I think if they are to remake Silent Hill 1, give it a Bloober. It sounds like they can do a good job with it. But I can't wait to get to this and try it out. Because, again, like I said, I like Silent Hill 2. It was my first game in the series. So I want to see what Bloober brings to the table and how well they did it in my eyes. Now, this one, if you remember a couple of months ago, I did get the sequel for this on Xbox 360. But I didn't have the original because the original was only available on the Wii. However, it was announced that there was a remake of this coming. And it was coming out on the Xbox and PlayStation and the Switch and the PC. So since I have the sequel on Xbox 360, I decided to get this for the Xbox just to keep it consistent. So I have the remake of Epic Mickey here. Now it says both Xbox Series X and Xbox One. Now, I did test this in offline mode, and I can confirm the Xbox Series X version is on the disc here, so there isn't smart delivery with this one. So that makes me happy about this title. But I did try the demo again for Epic Mickey Rebrushed, and I liked what I saw of it, and I want to play this. But I'm gonna play this first before I get to The Power of Two with the sequel. But I'm glad I have this. Now I have at least this series complete. But if you've played any of these games here that I picked up, I'd like to hear what you guys have to say about it, whether you played the original or even if you've played the remake for it. Now this one here, I missed out on this at launch. Again, didn't really have the money for it at the time, and then I saw it went on sale for Black Friday stuff, and I had to get it because I wanted this. It is Lies of P, the kind of Pinocchio Souls-like game, but it's also made by a Korean developer like NeoWiz and Fireshrine Games, whereas like Stellar Blade was developed by Shift Up, which that's also another game I wanted to support as well. But again, I played a little bit of this on Game Pass, and I really liked it, and I wanted to own this in the collection, so I can't wait to get to this. And this one actually just came in the mail yesterday. Now, this came out actually digitally already, but it wasn't until this month that they released physical copies. But if you did, you got a bonus with it. And yes, I know it's available digitally and everything, which is nice, but again, I like to have my physical copies. The only reason for that is just because if they get delisted in the future, which is potential for that to happen. And that's the Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection Arcade Classics. Now, initially, I just wanted this because, again, hey, we got Marvel vs. Capcom 2 on here. But the fact that we have all these other games on here and the Punisher Brawler, that's actually really cool. Now, I still want to do a little series on this at some point where I want to play at least the games in this collection, learn them a bit, and, try and figure out how they work, because I only dabbled a little bit with MVC2, but I've never really gotten fully into it or any of these games, so I can't wait to try this out. So, stay tuned for that, which, might be a series we get into next year. But the one thing this ties into is I would hope we get a physical collection of the Capcom Fighting Collection 2, because that's the one I also really want, which is coming out next year. So let's see. So I'm glad I have that. And then the other games I got here, this one, it was cheap, and I've wanted to try it. It originally came out on the Wii and the DS, but this remaster is based off the Wii version. And this is a Sonic game I haven't tried, and that's Sonic Colors Ultimate. Now, I've heard this one was okay. I don't know too much about it, but it was cheap. I wanted to give it a shot, and I wanted to get a Sonic game in my collection. So if you played this, let me know what you think about it. But I got that, and then I also got another controller. Yes, I got another controller for my Xbox. Should get more PS5 controllers, though. I still want that 30th anniversary DualSense controller, but I missed out on it, and I don't think I'm going to be getting that anytime soon. But I did see this controller for the Xbox. It looked really cool. It's the Ghost Cypher one, so it's a clear, see-through one, and I like these kind of controllers where they're see-through. I still want PlayStation to do one for them, for their DualSense controllers. If they do, I will buy one in a heartbeat, but this thing looks really cool, and I'm glad I have it. So that's pretty much it for the gaming stuff. These next few things were two things were out of the blue, and one is something I was really excited for, and it leads into something that I bought beforehand. But let's go with these two things first. These are two animes I saw that were on sale, and one of them I've seen clips of because it has, one of my favorite female characters in an anime. Even though she's a villain in it. This is a Kamigakyo. The character I'm talking about is Esdeath, but she's from this anime, and like I said, I've only seen clips of it, but I want to watch this. I've heard good things about it, and I'm glad to have this one here. So that's one anime to add to the list. And then there's this one. Now, Orphan, I just kind of bought out of the blue. I know there was a PS2 game called Orphan as well. I think I have it. I have to take a look, though. But I want to see what these are about. If you've seen these animes, please let me know. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say about that. Now, this last one here, this actually ties into a greatest hits album I bought, I think, a month or two ago, because one of my favorite bands is back with a new album, and I wanted to get the vinyl for it, so I got it. This is From Zero by Linkin Park. Now, I've listened to this album on repeat like over a dozen times, and I have to say I actually really like it. I think it's very good. Now, is it their best? That I can't say, that's too soon, but I love what I hear, and I can't wait to see where the band goes with this. But the nice thing with this one is that this was the Amazon exclusive, so it's, again, a milky clear vinyl. So I'll just show quickly here, but nice sleeve and everything with it. I do like this. Again, try to take care of it, but like, that's really cool. So one of the newest vinyls I have, and it's another one to add to the collection. So I'm glad to have this, and if you haven't listened to From Zero, I would at least say give it a listen to. I think it's a very good album. It's probably one of my favorites of the year right now. But overall, this is my haul for the month. It's quite a bit, but I'm glad to have some of these things in the collection finally. Stellar Blade being one of the biggest ones on the Marvel vs. Capcom collection, and then the vinyl, as you saw, for From Zero. Now I still have a couple more things coming because there's going to be one more pickup video at the end of the year, but we'll leave that as a surprise, and I'm hoping I can get some stuff in time. But with that being said, what did you guys get? Again, I'll throw that question back out. What did you guys get? I'd love to hear what you guys have to say, so please leave your feedback in the comments below, or even make a response for this. With that, I thank you all for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed this. Don't forget, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Your support means a lot, and I thank you for sticking around. That being said, until next time, stay safe, and I will see you in the next one.